Welcome to another episode, everyone. Donald Trump needs black voters. Their response? Reparations first. Yes, indeed. Donald Trump is soliciting black people for their vote coming up. You may say, why does Donald Trump need a vote from black people? Why does Donald Trump need a vote from anyone? He's already serving his second term, and that's it. Well, I have reason to believe that Donald Trump is going to try to run for a third term for president. He would be the first president. He's going to go against the Constitution. It's clear. You can only serve 2 terms as president of the United States. 8 years total, 4 and 4. Donald Trump is going to try to, just like he tried to steal the election before, I will not be surprised. It's at least a 50% chance, hell, it might be a 99.9% chance that Donald Trump will try to run for president again against the Constitution and just take by force the White House. Do not be surprised. But here again, he's asking for the black vote. He needs black votes and everything, primaries and everything, to keep Republicans in office. He's asking for the black vote. But black people say not so fast. Where's our money? Give us our damn reparations.
People say I'm a racist, he's a racist, he's a racist. But there was a war against the Rwandans and the people of the Congo. They had machetes.
For 35 years, a war raged between Rwanda and the Republic of the Congo. 9 million people were killed with machetes, largely. Hatchets, machetes.
They had hatchets, they had axes, they had spears, they had a lot of weapons. And I stopped it. I remember I stopped the whole thing. I came there, I went right into Africa. I said, stop, it's not worth it. Stop it. Put your hatchets down, put your spears down. I even spoke to the Africans. I said, boogly boogly, ooga booga booga, mama say, mama sa mama. And that's how I stopped it. I love the blacks.
I love black people. And I did great with the vote with the black people.
I love the blacks, you know? They're good people. I love them very much. I know you're saying, oh, but 300-something thousand black women have been fired. But those weren't the good blacks. But I guarantee you there's plenty of other blacks that have jobs. We gotta show respect. You should see my women I have on the side. Plenty of blacks. But that's what it is. They say I'm racist. How can I be racist? I'm the most racist, black-loving president you've ever seen in your life. This is Donald Trump talking about him not being a racist. And he just says racist shit as he's talking. Wow.
The way we're going to do better is if he gets out and somebody else gets in.
I just want to say I'm sorry. I voted for him and I thought he was going to help folks like me. Now they done cut off my food stamps, my Medicaid, everything. I don't know how I'm going to eat or pay for my medicine. I made a mistake.
I mean, they'll find a reason.
No, you didn't make a mistake. You know exactly what the hell you're doing. What do you mean? You thought he was going to help people like you. Oh, we know exactly what you mean. You thought he was going to help poor white people and discriminate against black people only, and that everything that is affecting you now will only affect black people. And as long as that were the case, you were okay with that. But the moment that it is now affecting you and you're not getting your food stamps and Medicaid, and you can't eat as many donuts as you are used to, now you're talking about, I'm sorry that I voted for him. No, don't be sorry.
To impeach me. I'll get impeached.
They're taking black jobs.
Did Trump say the black jobs? They taking the black, who is they? They. Can I get an application? I need to get hired on with the black jobs. How much they paying for the black jobs? I never heard of them. Nobody, y'all black people ain't told nobody about the black jobs. Man, God, what's wrong with y'all, black people? There are black jobs out there that they taking. The black jobs. Let me know. Hello, anybody know where the black jobs are? Hello, the black jobs.
That the illegal immigrants or the immigrants were doing in the fields. I can tell you, Mr. President, that is not fucking happening. We are not going back in the field. You could get that out your mind. You and all your Republican buddies, it's not happening. So you need to come up with a better solution for your shortage of staff. You can't pay us enough. We've been there. We've done that. Not happening. You need to figure out how to work out a path to citizenship for all these hardworking immigrants that do want to work in this country. Because there are lots of people that come into this country that honestly want to work. Not all immigrants that's here, whether they're here legal or illegally, want to commit crime or do commit crime. Statistically proven, you have more homegrown assault on this country than anything else. Mass shooting for one. You understand? So you need to figure out something. But black people, we're not the solution to that. We're not going back. And I believe if for some reason that was ever attempted, you're going to have a fight on your hands.
I think he was going to be this.
Yeah, you have a big fight on your hand. And that brother is referring to the fact that they were saying it for a while there, apparently, that black people can go and work the farms that are failing, and black people could take up the jobs that the immigrants had since he has deported them out of the country. That black people will pick up the slack. Black people will basically go and toil the fields again. No, sir. All y'all out of here. All of y'all. It's not going to happen. And you're not going to get the black vote. Where's our money? Where's our reparations?
I didn't think he was going to just deport innocent people, dude. Like, literally, he said he was only going to go after gang members and, dangerous criminals.
Oh.
How did my parents get here?
You believe that?
They crossed the border. What's a tariff? A tariff is like kind of like a tax, but like we don't pay for that. Don't worry, China's going to pay for that. And Mexico, not me though. Not me. Yes, I did see that the stock market was crashing, dude, but you have to understand, like, dude, literally, it gets worse before it gets better. I promise. Like, it gets worse before it gets better. No. Yeah, I graduated and I wanted to work for the government, dude, but I don't know. Like, they took away my offer because Trump's, like, Doge cuts and stuff and Elon Musk, But it's okay. Maybe I'm not meant to work in the government, Maybe I'll be,
Two fronts, being in the Afghan war and the Iraq war, especially recently with Trump's statements towards Cuba. The Trump administration obviously doesn't know what they're doing, and they don't have a long-term strategy for Iran. It also means that as Americans, we could probably prepare to go into Iran, since they are calling in literally the only person that could give them guidance on a long-term war. Are you scared yet? I am.
Because ultimately she's there like Omarosa would be there. What exactly is she being brought in to, provide advisement on? It'll be interesting to see how other political commentators comment on her inclusion in the conversations right now. I think it'll also be interesting to hear her perspective, how she viewed either her experience or just, her thoughts. Because I remember how problematic she was and really just continues to be, So I have been looking at kind of diverse perspectives, specifically from Black women on Condoleezza Rice at this point, because I think it's pretty interesting to see how Black women are, kind of cheering her inclusion on. Like it seems like in the comment section and people who are posting videos, that they're excited that she's there. They're saying things like, Black women to the rescue. Black women always has to come in and save the day. Condoleezza Rice has so many accomplishments, and things like that. But I'm like, what is it that y'all think that she is going to do as it relates to saving something? Like, what is the context that you're putting out there about what it is that she, like, what her role is? And I just hope that we are able to, as Black women, have more of a critical lens around Black women in politics specifically, and also really deconstructing what inclusion and representation, what that means, and like when and how that's activated.
No, Black people, not Black women in politics. Black people in politics need to be held accountable as a whole, period. None of them have shown to have our best interests at heart, I don't believe in either one of these parties. They're all extremely suspicious and thrive off of the blacks of black people and make promises that none of them keep or even intend on keeping when they make them. And they're all in cahoots together. The Democrats and the Republicans are together. But Donald Trump is indeed soliciting the black vote. You heard him. He loves black people. He's soliciting the black vote. But black people have said to him, give us what we have coming before you get anything from us, before you get the vote. You mark my words and see if Donald Trump does not try to run for president again. We'll see. I believe so. I believe that that man is going to try to run for a third term. Not run for a third time. We know he ran for a third time already. But that would have been his second term. He didn't get there, so he was able to run again because you can serve twice. This is his second time serving. So he cannot run again now because now he's already served twice. But he may try to run. We'll see what happens. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you voting for Trump or do you need your damn money first? Where's our bag at? Stay safe and stay free, people.